everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. So in today's video I have recreated a look that I've worn quite a few times now on my channel. I wore it in my TMI tag and also my makeup Q&A as well, and quite a few of you asked me if I had a tutorial on it, so I thought I would recreate that look today for you. So I always tend to switch up the colours, but the style of the makeup is always the same, like the eyeliner and the lashes and kind of the style of the eyeshadow. So today I'll be using the Tanya Burr Cosmetics palette in Birthday Suit. And the packaging is super cute as well. It's got like a little heart mirror and you've got 4 different shades. So you've got 2 shimmery shades and then 2 matte shades as well. So it's a really nice everyday palette. Yeah, the eyeshadows are really pigmented. They're really easy to blend, which is what I look for in most eyeshadows. So yeah, if you do want to see how I got this look right here, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I have already moisturised my skin and primed, so just use whatever moisturiser or primer works best for your skin type. You just want to make sure your skin is nice and prepped to ensure your foundation will go on as smooth as possible. So the foundation that I'm going to use is actually a sample because I'm trying it out at the moment, but it is the Mineralize Moisture Foundation by MAC. It's a very dewy, glowy finish, which is what I want today. I want my skin to look really glowy and hydrated. I wouldn't normally use this on a day where I want my foundation to last, just because I am more on the oily side, but for a day where I don't want to wear like much foundation. But I would use a foundation like this on days where I might not want much coverage, or if I'm just like popping out for the day, that sort of thing. I wouldn't wear it in work because I know it wouldn't last on my skin where it is more on the glowy side. That's what I'm going for today. Obviously, if you prefer a matte finish, then you can just go in with a matte foundation, or whatever you prefer. You can just go in with glowy products afterwards. If you wanna apply the glow in certain areas and then keep the rest of your skin matte, that's totally fine. So I'm just going to quickly apply a little bit of concealer. I'm not going to do the rest of my skin until after my eyes. I'm going to pop a little bit of concealer just in the inner corners and all over my eyelids to get rid of any discoloration. And again, I'm just going to blend that in with the same damp sponge. Okay, so as you can see, this foundation is like super glowy, but don't worry, I'm going to settle it down after my eyes, so don't worry about that. Okay, so before any eyeshadow look, I have to go in with Peach Smoothie by Geek, which is this one here. Obviously you don't have to do this, this is just me being picky, but it's just like really nice and smooth, so I just feel like it makes any eyeshadows that go over the top blend that a little bit easier. So like I always say in all of my videos, I always start with a lighter colour through the crease, just to help the darker shades blend that a little bit easier, and you also have a nice gradient there as well. This look that I'm doing today is pretty like basic, so you don't have to go in with this colour, just because the other shades that I'm using are pretty natural anyway. And I'm taking this all the way across my crease, so from outer to the inner part. And the brush that I'm using is a 217 brush by MAC. So this is quite fluffy, but then it's quite tapered this way, so it really gets into the crease and blends it out at the same time. Okay, so the main eyeshadows that I'll be using today is by Tanya Burr Cosmetics, and this one is the Birthday Suit palette. So it's got some really nice neutral shades in there. You've got a darker matte brown, a nice transition colour, which is kind of like a neutral taupey brown, and then 2 shimmery shades. So they're really, really pretty, and the packaging is so cute. And yeah, I've kind of like played around with these before I done this tutorial, and I'm really impressed with the eyeshadow pigment. And they're similar, like the matte eyeshadows are similar to Geek, where they're like really smooth, which means they're really easy to blend out as well, which is a big bonus. because you will find with some matte shades they are quite hard to blend out, but these ones in this Tanya Burr palette are really smooth, really easy to blend out. So with that shade, so with the shade Toast, which is this one here, I'm going to take that on a 231 Petite Crease brush by Zoeva. And I'm going to take that in the crease, but I'm not going to take it as high as Peach Smoothie. I'm going to keep it focused right in that crease. And this will create a little bit more depth. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually take that Toast shade on the same 217 and just blend it out even more. Okay, right, so once you've gone over that a couple times, you've really locked in the eyeshadow and you're happy with the intensity, we can move on to the lid colour. So I'm literally just going to leave it at that. It's really simple, really easy to do, really kind of like natural, but you can still sort of see you're wearing eyeshadow. And I kind of look bold with no eyelashes, so please ignore that. Okay, so I don't always do eyeliner on a day-to-day. If I'm not wearing lashes, then I'll never do eyeliner. But because this look is kind of... But because I'm kind of redoing the look that I've worn in like my TMI tag and my... what was it? My Q&A, I wore eyeliner in that with lashes. And some of you said you wanted to see that look. So obviously I'm going to try and recreate it as best as I can. All I do is I just change up the eyeshadow colours, but I always have a thick liner with lashes. Because I kind of, and because I'm using the Tanya Burr palette, I kind of wanted to like have that slightly inspired by her look, because she always does really fluttery lashes and a nice like winged liner as well. So I suppose it's kind of inspired by that. So the eyeliner that I'm using is by Maybelline, I think. I'm not sure. Yes, Maybelline Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner 24 hours, that's a long name. And I'm using that on a 263 brush by MAC. I'm sorry if I don't talk throughout this because I'm concentrating. What I'm going to do is create quite a thick line all the way across, and I don't want it too dramatic on the end. I'm just going to do like a basic wing, but you'll see in a second. So what I tend to do is follow my bottom lash line, and I create a mark at the sort of the angle where I want my eyeliner to be. So very faintly, I don't know if you can see that. So my eyeliner is going to be coming up this way because I don't want it to be too straight. If you wanted it straighter, you would just angle your brush slightly more this way. So from the top of that line, I'm literally just going to connect it and bring it inwards. So once I've connected it there, I'm just going to fill it in. And then what I'm going to do now is literally just connect it all the way across my lid and do a reasonable sized line. Do you know what? I was going to put a shimmery eyeshadow on my lid, but I forgot. I told you I wouldn't be able to speak doing my eyeliner. It's just too stressful. But yeah, I will do an eyeliner tutorial. It's just hard to get in frame whilst you're doing it and getting like a good angle so you can actually see. Okay, so before I powder, I'm going to use MAC Cream Colour Base in Hush. This gives a really nice glow to the skin. Because obviously I want that nice summery glow. I want it to look as natural as possible, as natural as it can be. But this gives more of like a sheen rather than like a shimmer. So all the way over like the cheekbone and blend it slightly onto the cheek. Okay, so for powder I'm using the Mercier translucent powder. And I'm going to put that. Firstly, just make sure there's no concealer in the fine lines. And then just press that on top. So I'm putting it right in that inner part there. Just dabbing back and forth because this foundation is super glowy. I do really want to set the areas that either crease or get oily. So underneath the eyes, my chin, around my nose. And then I'm just going to pop that right in the centre here because you don't want to look like you're sweating. And then also round my hairline, because I'm going to put bronzer there. Damn, I was going to use cream bronzer. Oh, too late. But because I'm going to put powder here, if you put like bronzer over foundation that isn't set, that's like really like dewy, sometimes it can go a little bit patchy. So what you want to do first, because you end up like swiping your bronzer, it goes a bit patchy. So this is why you want to pat in your powder. You don't want to swipe because you'll move the coverage. Especially if you're using a slightly darker foundation, you'll move it and you'll be able to see your natural skin underneath. So I was going to put a shimmery eyeshadow all over the lid, but for some reason I forgot. Basically, I'm going to be truthful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to really highlight the inner corner, and I'm going to use the colour, oh this is cute, the shade is called Marzipan, so it's this top shade, it's the lightest colour in the palette, and it has a really nice shimmery finish, really smooth and pigmented as well. So on a Zoeva 230 pencil brush, I'm going to load my brush up and put that right on the inner corner. And I'm going to bring that down slightly underneath the tear duct. And I'm going to put that right underneath the brow as well. Okay, so underneath the eye, I'm going to go back in with the shade Toast, which is this colour right here, and I'm going to buff that right underneath the lash line. Okay, and then with the shade Soft Truffle, which is the darkest matte shade in the palette, I'm going to use a MAC 212 brush. And I'm going to really work that into the lash line to create a little bit more depth. So for lashes, I'm going to use the Lilly lashes in Beverly Hills. These have literally lasted me like, I've probably worn these about 5 times now, and they're pretty much as good as new. If anything, they're easier to put on after you've used them a few times. Okay, then you always want to make sure you cover up the lash band. So I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid eyeliner and just cover up where your lash band meets the eyeliner. I'm just popping a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. Mineralize Skin Finish in Dark Tan, and I'm just going to bronzer the outer part of my face. I'm just going to set that cream highlighter in place with the Mary Luminizer by the Balm. Then to finish it off, I'm going to go in with Pure Zen by MAC. And it's basically all gone. Kind of eye makeup, you could probably put any sort of colour lipstick with it. So it's totally up to you. Then to finish that off, I'm going to go in with the Tanya Burr lip gloss in Aurora. This is an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to put a little bit just in the centre, just to make it a little bit more pinky. I want the whole look to be kind of like girly, really sort of like glam. So really like glossy lips, highlighted cheeks, and you've got the really nice flowery lashes as well. So that is basically the finished look, guys. I really hope you liked the look. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know what you thought in the comments down below. So please subscribe if you are new here, and you'll see me in my next one.